Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Bell Ringers podcast with yours truly, Ryan McDonald.
And I'm Ty Press.
Please, as always, follow us or subscribe at youtube.com/the Bell Ringers pod. Subscribe, like all the videos, send to your friends, and then also follow us on our social media pages at Bell Ringers pod, down below at Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and then on Spotify or I think just Bell Ringers pod. Follow us, give us a review. We might have had some similar picks this past week, but neither one of us did well, as our only win being our under Giants at Atlanta, under 41.5, and it hit at 41 points. So just barely got that one, and lost Tampa Bay outright. That was not a good one. I mean, for me, I had Pittsburgh +6. That was looking good for a while, and then Baltimore they just scored twice on Saturday. That was take a big lead, and then our over of Rams at Jets, not even close. Almost 20 points short.
I mean, our under just barely hit, too.
As I said, 41 at...
Yeah, 41 at 41.5 is kind of crazy that we were very close to going 0-4 in that. As a rough week for the boys. Should have knew as a sign when we agreed with each other too much that 3 out of our 3 picks were all the same. It was never destined to lead to both of us going 3-1 or 4-0 possibly.
I didn't realize how close... I knew we lost the first couple, but I didn't know how close we were on that under. I kind of forgot what we got it at. Yeah, it's a tough one. The wheel is currently 0-3 with the under in tonight's game, so I guess.
Saints Packers, we're recording this on Monday before the game, so trying to squeeze it in before we both go our separate ways for Christmas, and gotta get the video up and ready for our editor. We're in a tight schedule here, so we're pumping. Make sure you guys get an episode this week.
And we're back. All right, week 17, we have 2 Christmas Day games. First up, we got Kansas City -3 at Pittsburgh, over under of 43.5. Kansas City's, I think I already said -3. I mean, Pittsburgh's coming off a tough loss. Lost the lead in the division. Kansas City somehow still winning. But, I mean, once Tank Dell went down in that game, that was kind of over, too.
Kansas City did a good job stopping the run. Joe Mixon didn't really have himself a game. Obviously, that gruesome Tank Dell injury. It's hard to watch. Hard to see all the teammates. Obviously devastated watching that guy. You can see C.J. Stroud and him were very close, so him just not being able to contain himself on the sidelines was definitely sad. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs, they keep finding a way to do it. Were they 14-1 now?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, as much as they want to hate, they don't win pretty games. They keep it close oftentimes, except for, of course, the one time I bet against them. Yeah, I don't know. Pittsburgh's going to be a good opponent, but it's hard to not take the Chiefs. It's only 3 points. It's hard not to lean towards the Chiefs on that one. I feel like I might want to go under on this 43.5.
Yeah, I would definitely go under. I mean, it is in Pittsburgh. All right, you want to take the next game?
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll cover both these games, and then afterwards we can do our picks in our order.
Yep.
But next game we have on Christmas Day is the Baltimore Ravens at Houston. This is the Beyonce game. Beyonce will be performing at halftime, but the Ravens are favored by 5.5, and the total is 46.5.
I had no idea Beyonce was going to be there.
You didn't know Beyonce's recording at halftime?
No, it doesn't
Hometown Houston, dude. Ain't no hoedown. Ain't no hoedown, Ryan. With this game, I mean, obviously, we just commented on Houston. Roger Goodell, because these 2 games were playing on Christmas, that's why these 2 teams played on Saturday last week. So
that's why all 4 of these teams played.
These 2 games, I meant. Yeah, all 4 of these teams played on Saturday, so they didn't have too short of a week because they obviously were coming right back into playing on Wednesday. But it's still a short week. It's going to be hard to pick on these games because I think with that short week, anything could really happen. You could get somebody slipping in. So you don't really know. But after watching that game, you can't not pick Ravens -5.5. And I don't know. It's like how much of the Texans are going to struggle scoring. The Ravens defense has been hit or miss. But
I think they can go over. I mean,
you think I would be leaning on the over.
I think Baltimore could score in Houston. I mean, Houston has a decent defense up front, but I don't.
Also can be hit or miss. They can either show out or they, like I said, Chiefs put up, I think, a fair amount of points on them.
Yeah, but I mean, I think both their games were, I mean, Baltimore's game went up to 51. I think the Chiefs game.
With this being Christmas Day, we're not going to do our Thursday parlay. We're going to make a bit of a parlay for the Christmas Day games. We'll pick one. You get one choice of either these 2 games spread or the total, and then you have one pick that's going to be a touchdown score. If none of them, our picks are going against each other, we might combine them just to make one big parlay, just to get a little more juice into it, get a little more money coming back, even though it hasn't been doing great for us. But that's if none of our picks go against each other, which I don't think they will.
No.
And I think last time we did this, you went first.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can go first.
My first pick, I think the one I'm most confident about, will be Chiefs -3.
All right, I'll take Ravens -5.5.
Ravens -5.5. There we go. Already not going against each other. You got the first choice, the touchdown scorer.
Mark Andrews.
There we go. I'm taking Nico Collins. I mean, that's the only thing we're going against each other in the same game for touchdown scorers, but both of them can score a touchdown, no problemo. I want to build it right now and see if we can get
I already have my
it.
picks in. I'm gonna add your Nico Collins, and then that gets us a plus 22-42. Damn.
Holy shit! Wait, really?
Yeah.
A little tenor on that. Possibly come out of Christmas with 234 bills.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all. All right, we're gonna recap that.
Yeah. All right, to recap our Christmas Day parlay, I am starting off with Baltimore Ravens -5.5 and Mark Andrews anytime touchdown scorer.
And I'm going with the Chiefs -3 against Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh, and I'm going to be taking Nico Collins to put up a touchdown anytime.
That gets our parlay up to plus 22-42 odds. So $10 wins $224. Not bad.
Not too bad.
And I'm assuming there's probably going to be different boosts for Christmas, as I'm assuming every single betting thing is going to have those. So look out for those. And good luck.
Yeah, good luck. We're taking it early, but without even without a boost, we're looking at plus 22-42. So it could be even better.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Thursday. I mean, we could skip the Thursday game because we're not making any picks on it, but it's up to you.
It's a pretty shit game too. I think Seattle Bears.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking the under, and then I realized there was a Thursday game. I was like, damn it.
Fuck it, just skip over it.
So the first Saturday game is Los Angeles Chargers -4 at New England, over under 42.5 points. Kind of surprised they're giving the Patriots that much of a. I mean, I guess they did play the Bills decent for like a quarter, but I don't know.
Are you saying they're only giving they should be giving the Patriots more?
Yeah, I think it should be closer to 7.
Yeah, okay, I agree. That's why I took the Chargers -4 with my favorite of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the same thing. I think Chargers are definitely an overall better team than the Patriots. I can definitely see them covering 4 points. You'd think without a problem.
Yeah,
but
I'm not. I mean, that's what I would take, but there's a.
Mm-hmm. But you
more
refrained.
Yep. I mean, there's more of another team I think is just god awful that I'm taking the other team.
I think I have another Saturday game too. I do. Okay.
Probably would lean on the over, but it's not a confident one for me.
Yeah, I'm not confident like really what either of these teams are going to put up with total points wise, but yeah, I'd maybe lean over. 42 is a little low. Next game I got on Saturday at 4:30 is the Denver Broncos at Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are going to be the favorite by 3.5, and the total is 50. Bengals favored against the Broncos.
Yeah, kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, going into the season, you'd think that would be the case, but the way the first half of the season went on, I think Broncos have a better record by at least like a couple games, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just because Denver got beat by the Chargers last week and kind of a disappointing ending for them, being up like 21-3. I think it's up at one point.
Yeah,
and then just falling apart in the second half. And I mean,
would you lean Broncos here? Or?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, especially you're getting that half a point.
The half a point does help it a lot. I mean, the Bengals are having their will with everybody on offensively, but this is the Broncos defense. They do have one of the best defenses in the league. It's gonna come down to if the Broncos can keep up with scoring and how much the Broncos defense can possibly slow down the Bengals.
I mean, I think the Broncos can. I mean, Cincinnati's defense is terrible. I think
they're so bad.
I think
looking at one of the best defenses versus one of the worst defenses.
Yeah. I think the Broncos' offense is decent. It's good enough to at least put up some points.
Total.
Probably under. I mean, 50 is a lot.
Yeah, 50 is too much for a Broncos defense game.
I mean, even though I think their game against the Chargers last week probably went over that. They did by a lot. That's might be an over game. I'm changing my mind. Be over.
Go over.
Last up on Saturday, I got the Cardinals going into LA to face the Rams. The Rams are -6-point favorites with an over/under of 48.5 points.
Got anything for this one?
I do. I'm riding with my Arizona Cardinals +6.
Oh, all right. I also have something on this game. I think both these teams haven't been doing that great. 48.5 points is a lot of points. I will be taking the under of 48.5 for this Cardinals-Rams game.
I mean, the Cardinals did pretty well this week. I mean, it depends if they have Connor back. He left the game this week early, which is a little disappointing for me and my fantasy team, but we still might be okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think both these teams can divisional game, so maybe they kind of just
you never know.
Keep it close.
It's a primetime division. We'll see. I was gonna say the Rams have been disappointing. I feel like the last couple weeks, and I don't know if it's just their defense are letting up all the points, or like I feel like Cooper Kupp hasn't done shit in 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I absolutely nothing. I think what last week.
This last week he only put up I think 3 catches, and the week before he had 0.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. I've kind of forgot that we're recording for next week. All right, you want to go first day is Sunday or first game Sunday?
So now we're moving into Sunday, 1 o'clock. First game I have is the Jets at the Bills, Battle of New York. Well, the Bills are minus 9.5 point favorites, and the total is 46.5. Not going to be much of a Battle of New York. I think Bills should be able to handle these guys pretty easily. I do not have a pick on this game. Do you?
Nope. Do not.
No.
I mean, 9.5 is
If
just
I
a little
had
too
to-
much to go
You
for
think
the
it's too
Bills.
much?
No, I think it's too much of one to take the Bills for the picks. I mean, I probably would bet on the Bills, but
Yeah, I would definitely. I think I would be leaning Bills minus 9.5 here, and I don't know, maybe even over 46.5. Probably over.
yeah, I mean, I was kind of back and forth on it. I probably over because like if the Patriots are able to score decently like they did against the Bills, I think the Jets should be able to. But then there's also the chance that the Jets just do what they always do and fail.
We shall see. That's a tight one.
Next, I got the Indianapolis Colts going to New York to face the Giants. They're -8 over under 40.5, and I'm gonna take the Colts because I think the Giants are terrible. I mean, it's a lot of points, but it was 7.5 earlier. Lost that half point, but the Giants are bad. I mean, they lost 34-7 to a rookie quarterback playing for his first time who didn't even play that well. They just ran the ball completely out. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to be
the worst team.
I think Jonathan Taylor's going to be able to just run all over him.
Yeah,
and
I'd
it's not
agree.
going to be a problem.
I could definitely see it. I don't love that idea though. I'm going to be facing Jonathan Taylor in the finals of our Dynasty League, so I'm not looking forward to that too much because what do you put up like 38 points last week? But I agree with you though. Looking at that game, I think Jonathan Taylor and possibly AR are both going to go crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with an under, but there also might be enough points. I mean, last week the Giants game was 41. I think I could see the kind of similar thing where it's like 30 something to like 7.
Up next, I got Carolina Panthers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bucs are also -8 point favorites, and the total is 49.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think this might be a little. I mean, Carolina, I think, should get more points here. I mean, they took them to overtime last time they played, and the Panthers just beat Cardinals. I mean, they've played everyone pretty close. I think 8 points is a little too much.
I think it is too. I think I'd be leaning Carolina here +8. Even though the Bucs have been doing pretty solid after getting Mike Evans back, but yeah, they lost last night to the Cowboys, and yeah, like you said, you take a game to overtime. Last time you guys faced each other, it's pretty crazy to give them 8 points. And this Carolina team's just, I feel like getting better and better, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, they're playing for they have nothing to lose. So.
So yeah, I think I would agree with you. Panthers +8.
I like the over.
And yeah, probably over 49.5. I think I agree.
Next up, I got a NFC North matchup. Green Bay going to Minnesota. Vikings are -1 over under of 49. I got no picks here. Don't really want to touch this divisional matchup. Could
No
go either
picks
way.
either.
Probably would lean Packers here.
No, Vikings. I keep down on the Vikings, but they keep putting up points and keep getting wins.
I mean, I'm not downing the Vikings. I just think the Packers are the better team.
I would say I would lean Vikings, honestly. But what do you think an over for 49 of this divisional matchup?
I want to say
think
under
go
just
under.
because it's divisional. I think they're going to be able to just play physical and might get a little sloppy.
Yeah, I'd agree. Absolute dog shit game here. Look at the Las Vegas Raiders at New Orleans Saints. Saints are -1.5 favorites, and the total is 40. Like, this game is just gonna be a trash can.
Taking the under here, just I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Honestly, I was looking at this under like, why the fuck didn't I take this? Like, this game is gonna be so bad. I don't think it's gonna be on TV. I don't think it's gonna be on Red Zone once. I do like that pick a lot.
I'm not gonna want to watch this. I hope this is I don't think I'll have to watch it for fantasy, but I might. But yeah, I don't see either of these teams really scoring too much. Although I hope New Orleans can score with their running back tonight twice. Tennessee going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's -1 over under 41. Kind of surprised Jacksonville Jaguars are favored in any game ever.
I was gonna say, didn't Tennessee just win too?
No, I think Jacksonville beat them the other week.
Oh, really?
I mean, Tennessee, I think just beat the Colts, or I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But like Jacksonville beat Tennessee a couple weeks ago.
So pick'em game.
Yeah.
Probably another dumpster fire game.
Yep. Mason Rudolph probably and Mac Jones. Yeah, big star-studded quarterbacks.
Yeah, talk about a quarterback duel.
Yep, just a bunch of gunslingers out there.
I'd probably lean not Texans, Titans, and maybe even the under.
I was thinking the under, but then the Titans just had like a 60-point game with the Colts, So I was like, they might be like bad enough on defense to just allow points, and then good enough on offense enough to like just because Jags, like, they're both bad teams all around. I think they might be able to just somehow score points.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed away from the under there, but
Okay.
probably is like what I mean. It's what I think should happen, but at the same time, I would be too surprised if it did go over.
Moving on to one of our 2 4 o'clock games. I got the Dolphins versus Cleveland at Cleveland. Dolphins are favored by 6.5, and the total is 40. Are we expecting Jameis back?
I mean, they didn't bench him for injury. They just benched him because they wanted to put the other guy in. So I doubt it.
No shit. Oh, I thought he got hurt.
No, they just put him on the
Well,
bench.
that was a rough watch then. I probably would lean Dolphins there minus 6.5. With that being said, that dude was not really all that tight. I know he's number 17. What was his name?
Dorian Thompson Robinson, something like that. DTR. Yeah. I know it's DTR.
Yeah.
Kind of forget what they actually.
Dolphins. I think I like Dolphins minus 6.5, and probably the over. Jerome Ford put up a couple touchdowns, didn't he?
I know he got him once.
Yeah, they were able to put up points. I could see them covering 40, but I like the Dolphins minus 6.5 definitely.
Yeah, that would be my big play. I got the last 4 o'clock game is the Dallas Cowboys coming into Philly to face our Eagles minus 9.5 over under 43. I mean, as long as Jalen comes back, kind of goes out of the game this week against the Commanders with a concussion or concussion symptoms, I guess, at least. Still think if we don't have him, we still win, but I don't know if I would love the 9.5 if we don't have him.
I'll be honest with you, Ryan. I'm more concerned about all the injuries we got on defense. I feel like we got banged up last game. I think Slay was in and out of the game most of the game. I mean, CJ got ejected.
Yeah, I was that's yeah.
He'll be back. I don't know if I'm confident us covering a 9.5 right now.
I mean, who else really left other than Slay?
Slay went out, and then I guess I think I might have been thinking CJ got injured, but he didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anyone else really went out.
I feel like didn't Sweat get injured?
Oh, Sweat might have, but I don't know. Still.
Yeah, I remember losing somebody else too. But after that game, 9.5 is a lot of points. Dallas is pretty hot right now, so I actually am taking Dallas Cowboys plus 9.5 in here. Real stinky pick, but I think it's a lot of points to be given.
You're taking the Cowboys plus 9.5.
I am taking the Cowboys plus 9.5. Very, very off-brand. I know.
That's gross.
But like I said, if I lose this, then that means the Eagles blew out the Cowboys, and I'm very happy.
Disgusting.
And probably over 43 here.
You got the 8 o'clock game?
Yeah, 8:20 Sunday night. Falcons versus Commanders in Washington. Commanders are 4-point favorites, and the total is 47.5. I have a pick for this one as well, Ryan.
Yeah, it'll be the same pick.
Ah, son of a bitch. So you're taking the over on this game.
Over 47.5.
Yeah. Falcons found some new life with this young quarterback, Michael Penix.
I mean, he didn't really do anything, to be honest. It was mainly
he brought life to the offense, Ryan. The team had some heat. They were moving, and Commanders just come off a win against us. We want to keep this hot streak going. I mean, if they have any chance of catching us, they need to win out. So, I think it's going to be a high-scoring matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
Both defenses aren't that great.
And, I mean, even Kenny Pick was able to kind of put some points up against the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too afraid of that our defense, rather.
No, sir. So that wraps up both of our picks going into the Monday night game.
Yep, I got Detroit going into San Francisco. The Niners the Lions are 3.5-point favorites, over under of 51 points. I'm just going to say the Niners are going to cover this and win because I'd like for the Lions to lose, but
I think the Lions can cover this pretty easily.
Yep.
I mean, Niners defense is pretty solid now that they're full healthy, so I might be leaning under. I don't think the Niners are going to be able to keep it close to the Lions, though.
Yeah, no, I don't really think so, but I just hopeful thinking.
Just pray. Just like to pray. Want to spang that whale?
Yeah.
Spang that whale.
All right. First up, Jets at Buffalo. So it's taking the Bills minus 9.5, right?
9.5.
Then we got. Oh, it's taking the Cowboys with you. That's really bad.
Ooh.
I'm more for you than anything. Was not the greatest. Over Arizona at Rams. It's good against you there.
Oh yeah, son of a bitch. It's 48.5.
Yep. last but not least, the under. Atlanta at Washington. It's going against us there.
Going against both of us. Damn. Come on, give it.
All right, not too afraid of those, to be honest. The fact that it's going
No.
against. All right, recapping our Week 17 picks. My favorite is Indy -8 at the Giants. My dog is Arizona +6 at the Rams. My over is Atlanta at Washington over 47.5, and my under is Las Vegas at New Orleans under 40.
My favorite is going to be the Chargers -4 at New England. My dog is going to be the Stinky Cowboys +9.5 against Philly in Philly. My over is going to be the Falcons Commanders of 47.5, and my under is going to be Arizona Cardinals and Los Angeles Rams under 48.5.
And the wheel is taking Buffalo at home against the Jets -9.5. It's taking the Cowboys +9.5 at Philly, and it's taking Arizona at LA Rams over 48.5, and Atlanta at Washington under 47.5.
Happy holidays, everybody. Hope Santa brings you everything you asked for, especially some money from your picks. I hope we get some money from our picks. And thank you for watching. Thank you for make sure you like, subscribe, comment, rate us, give us it all. We need all of it.
By the time you see this, I'll either be very happy that I made it into 2 fantasy championships, or I'll be very sad that I only made one and not the other.
Well, I made all 3 fantasy championships, so we're very happy on this end.
Well, that's a little misleading because that sounds like you made all 3 of all your leagues.
3 out of my 4. I'm sorry. Sorry, Rye. I need to clarify. I made it to the finals in 3 out of 4 leagues. Pretty damn good.
Cool.
All right, everyone have a great week. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.